Labas vakaras, čia Dėmesio centre iš Ukrainos ir šiandieną kalbame su Ukrainos prezidentu Volodymyru Zelenskiu. Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Good afternoon.
Mr. President, when the Russia's war against Ukraine started, no one expected that Ukrainian nation will stand like this and fight like this. I remember myself, I wrote in my social media on 24th of February, may God help Ukraine. I do not know what the God did, but I know what Ukrainians do. How can you explain the spirit and the strength of Ukrainian nation?
I think you have really, in your question, you had really direct and right, I think, answer. Nation, that is the answer. I think before this war, especially before full-scale invasion, so the second part, the most blood part of this war, because the war began in 2014 from the occupation of Crimea and part of Donbass. But anyway, as of course the full-scale war began on 24th of February. And we are from people, from Ukrainians, different people, and man, woman, doesn't matter. We became one nation. And that is the answer, because we understood that, of course, with our partners, of course, with strategic partners, friends like Lithuania, like Gitanas, like, you know, of course, without strengthening of our partners, we couldn't win. But anyway, even with this help and without the understanding that we have only this. It's our land, our people, our home, yes, and our children and our future. Without this understanding, you can't win, and we couldn't be strong. I think we became nation. In that meaning, what I have now, and me too. Also, I understood I understood totally. I think totally, like all our citizens, what does it mean to be Ukrainian? It's not only, you know, you're a citizen or you have passport, ID, yes, but it's about values, it's about freedom, it's about democracy, it's about, of course, all the world loves us, but only one home we have, and this home is here in Ukraine.
Maybe you didn't even expect it, that the fight will be like this, that the nation will stand as united as it stands. The army of Ukraine will fight as no one else before. Did you expect that?
No, I think nobody expected, but really, on you know, in that understanding what we saw, yes, and what we have now. Of course, we understood that it could be challenged and it will be very difficult. And when you know, when somebody says that we gave all the messages, and a lot of people have been sure that it will be such crucial for Ukraine and such tragedy and blood, and that is the answer that Lithuanian president and president of Poland, they've been, yes, some hours before full-scale invasion. That means so of course everybody understood that the war began and it's prolonged, but nobody could imagine that this full-scale invasion will be such massive attack and such dirty game, but not the what you are not ready get from neighbors. Yes, so that's about it, and you have to be strong. Of course, you don't have any other variant to live, just to live, because you are fighting for the life. It's not only about, you know, very powerful words. It's only about democracy and about freedom. Of course about freedom and of course about democracy. But it's also about very simple and very important understanding. It's about our life. You have to be strong if you want to live.
Lithuania helps a lot to Ukraine, yes. But a lot of people in Lithuania think that we do not do enough. We could do more. What would you say? What Lithuania could do more for Ukraine to win this war? As I've been asking you in the press conference, the Ukrainian flag, the two-color flag, would rise on the hills of Donbass, Luhansk, also in Crimea, in Sevastopol. Can Lithuania do something more?
It's, also a big challenge for the society of any country that helped us and helping now, because everybody, can be tired. You can be tired because of the war. It's not about us, like I said previously. We don't have this possibility because we'll lose everything, our future. But any societies of any countries in the Europe or in the world, of course they can be tired because they have to help, of course, weapon, of course, financing, and to have warm attitude to refugees from Ukraine because of this war. So what can Lithuania do? Do the same, be with us, because you are really very good friends, very open friends. And I think the price of this is very high, to be honest with your partners and be friends. So I really count on Lithuanian people, and thank you very much.
Mr. President, what would you say to those people who say that they are tired? We always respond to them, what are you tired of? Are the bombs firing to you? Are the Russian soldiers raping your wife or your daughter? What are you tired of? But what would you say to those people who said that we are tired about helping Ukraine?
What can I say? Even if you are tired, just to think, if you have such possibility, to think that how it's difficult to people which are on the front line. And of course, somebody can say, but it's your war, but it will not be true, because we are fighting for our common values. That's why it's not honest. You can't feel all these, sensitive things which are always go together or parallel with the war. You can't feel it if you are not on the war, or if there is no fighting or war in your country. And I wish only peace to your country, or to that countries, or to that people who thinks like you said, that we are tired from the war. They're not tired. And I wish everybody in the world not to be tired
of real war.
Of real war, yes, of real war.
Mr. President, this year Lithuania is hosting NATO summit in July. What do you expect there?
We spoke about it with President Nausėda, and I really appreciate very honest relations, and I think it helps very much. And I don't see the strategic decisions in Vilnius, because we don't have only Lithuanian or Latvians or Estonian or Polish people in the Europe, yes, to support us 100% or even more, and not to be tied anytime. So I don't see or I don't believe in strategic decision that Ukraine is a member of
full-fledged member,
yes, in NATO. Yes, no. Of course we want, and of course we are on this way, and of course we showed that our army is strong, and I think we have all the standards which NATO needs, because I think the most important standard is to be strong on the battlefield, without any blah blah blah. Well, just to be strong, just to defend your country or this territory or the land, or what is very important, the continent, European continent, to be strong. That is, I think that has been the dream of NATO institutions. And I think that is understanding of people which live in that countries who are members of NATO, to be strong. to fight. And if somebody will come to occupy you, no, you will push him immediately and together. So what we need for today, I think there's this common signal to us, this common message to Ukrainian people that you're on the way. We can't give you now the membership, but you will get it the same way as Finland, for example, Sweden, Finland, and you will get it, and now you will get everything we can give you, security guarantees, help with weapon, and etc. That's it. That is a signal. Sometimes signals are more important than some, theoretic decisions.
Now Ukraine is officially candidate to European Union, and hopefully this year Ukraine will start negotiations. If we would go back when Lithuania was starting negotiations, we've been quite fast. We did it in 2 years, and after 4 years we became a full-fledged member. We started in 2000, and 2004 we've been a member of European Union. What is your benchmark when Ukraine has to be full-fledged member of European Union?
Full member.
Full member.
Next year.
Next year. You think it's possible? I
think it's true that we are fighting for these values, the values of EU. That it's really we are showing that we are a real member of EU. We show it on the. Again, I'm sorry that I repeat it, but we are showing it in practice, in life, how it can be for what we are fighting. And you see, for example, that what is very important, I think, for unity in EU, what is important that the countries which are members of EU, they want to help neighbors have the same values, don't show another strategy, don't see, common, or that very warm relations with Russia during their occupation of another country in Europe. I think that as much as possible, such countries EU will have, stronger it will be. That's my opinion. You see, even the supporting of membership in Ukraine is 97%. 97. There are some countries which are already in EU and they don't have support.
Of course.
60, 70%. We have 97%.
This is the most pro-European country in Europe.
So what to wait?
Mr. President, it was a great pleasure, and let me wish you a victorious year.
Yes. Our joint victorious year. I wish you the same.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you
President.
so much. All the best.
Thank you.